Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Lungisamnumene. This channel, it has been under construction for quite a while. I have been a bit skeptical on doing it because I didn't know how people are going to receive it and trying to find content that will be useful and helpful. The reason why I decided to do this channel is so to talk about and let people know what it's like working outside of South Africa. I know a lot of people want to come and want to work abroad, but they are a bit scared, they are a bit skeptical, they don't know what goes on. And with all of a lot of negative things going and happening around, people think that, you know, they don't know how to go about it. So I decided, with the push of my friend, Uende Duma, she's the one who actually encouraged me a lot, that I should do something like this channel to let people know what it's like working outside of South Africa, the pros and the cons. I will tell you a bit about myself. I am Olungisomnqumeni. I am 31 years old and I come from a small town in Matatiele. Now, to be honest, I don't know whether they've decided whether Matatiele falls under KZN or falls under Eastern Cape. Till today, I'm not even sure. But I grew up in Durban and I am a teacher by profession. I studied at the University of KwaZulu-Natal and I was at Edu campus. I completed my studies in 2010 and I started working in 2011. I was working in Durban, Ketomena, in a school called Wigan Secondary School. I worked there for 4.5 years before I left in 2015. Reasons behind me coming to work abroad was, like many of us now, I personally think there are two groups. There is people who want to work abroad so they can travel and see the world, and then there's people who want to work abroad because financially it is much better and it's freeing. So I fall under the group that wanted to work abroad for financial reasons. Now, obviously with us being African, you know, us with black tax, like black tax was hitting me hard, and then on top of that, I'm young and I want to live my life, and I can't even live my life because now I have to make sure that I have done everything I have to do at home. And I mean, not that I'm complaining or anything. I mean, I understand under the circumstances why my home background was the way it is, and I'm very grateful that my mom was able to soldier on and ensure that she invests a lot in our education. So now the thing that I was finding, I was young in South Africa, but within 2 weeks of getting paid, it's like now I'm living on paycheck to paycheck, and that for me was not good. And the fact that I had one salary was not enough. That one salary is not enough with all the things that I have to pay for. I mean, renting, transportation, my needs and like necessities that I need, and then have to be paying this off and paying that off. It was getting too much for me, and I could feel that financially I was really struggling. So I had decided in 2014 actually that I will actually look for a part-time job. So I was looking for a part-time tutoring job actually, where I could get in that extra few bucks that will cover me for the rest of the month. And then while I was looking for it, so I was sitting at an internet cafe and I was job hunting. And then I came across two websites, Teach Away and Teach Anyway. So the first one obviously that popped up was Teach Away. So I sent an email to Teach Away, and after about a month they hadn't replied to me. So then again, after thinking about it, I sent an email to Teach Anyway, and they replied immediately. And then I started my process, my application process and everything. It has been a journey. It has been a long journey. And then, you know, with us being black, our families, I know my mom has drawn the whole ancestral thing that and I know for her it was just a whole letting go thing, where she didn't want me to leave because she didn't want me to be away from her. But I felt I needed to do it, and I am actually happy that I did it. I'm actually happy that I took this leap of faith, because I have been able to achieve a lot of things that, sitting back and thinking at the salary I was getting at home, I would never ever achieve. I would never be where I am right now. And I am very grateful for that, and I'm thankful that I actually decided to take this risk. I know now a lot of young South Africans want to come and work outside abroad, or come and work outside of South Africa, but they are scared. So that is why my friend and I decided to go ahead with this channel, because this is a platform where it will help most of you. Will be able to answer a lot of questions on how to apply, how to work abroad, what it's like actually working in a country outside of your own, basically the pros and cons of working outside of South Africa. Now, to keep this video short, because I don't want to talk for a long time, because I know it can get a bit too much, I will give you a brief, like a bit of an information on where I teach and so forth. Okay, so like I said, I was teaching in Ketomena and Wigan Secondary School, and I was teaching grades 9 and grade 10. So when I applied, I actually had no idea where I wanted to go. Originally, to be honest, I wanted to go and work in Johannesburg. So my plan was, I'm going to resign in KZN, get my my pension, pay off whatever I need to pay off, and then start afresh working in Johannesburg, because I felt I needed the change as well. So it was not only for me, it wasn't only financial, it was also personal, where I felt I needed to be outside of where I was working, because it was emotionally getting to me. So I wanted to change. But when I did go through Teach Anywhere, then Sharon was my agent, and she suggested that, how about I work outside of South Africa? Yo, I thought about it for about a month and a half actually, before I could actually decide if I really want to leave South Africa. But eventually, in weighing my pros and cons, I was like, okay, Sharon, let's go ahead, let's do the application. So she suggested to me that the hot and happening place at the moment where everyone was going to teach was the United Arab Emirates. Now, the United Arab Emirates is in the Middle East. Now, I know most of you, when you think of the Middle East, you think of Saudi Arabia. Yes, the United Arab Emirates is close to Saudi Arabia. It's a couple of hours drive to Saudi Arabia. And I applied, I did my interview, and then my interview was successful, and then I eventually came to work here. Now, I work in a city called Abu Dhabi, but I work in a small town called Al Mirfa. It's a fishing town. It's really, really small. It's like one drive through, and then you've seen the whole town. So I work in Al Mirfa, and I teach grades 5 and grade 6. Now, mind you, at home I wasn't teaching such young babies. Like I had even said I don't want to teach young babies, because I thought for me it's too much. But it has been fun. It's been a challenge, and it's been a challenge that I actually quite enjoy. I never thought like teaching the younger ones was actually quite nice. I actually enjoy it. I teach general science. So the teachers they normally look for here are English teachers, English qualified teachers, science qualified teachers, biology teachers, because they kind of like separate biology and general science, natural science. What we would call natural science, they call it general science, and that's what I teach here, general science. We are called EMTs. Now, EMTs means we are English medium teachers. We teach in English. Now, English is their second language here. It's not their mother tongue. Their mother tongue is Arab. Now, the UAE is a Muslim country. And I think one of the issues that I will be looking at is the stereotypes that we have around the Middle Eastern countries. And that I will look at in my next video. I have enjoyed it. I've been working at the same school for almost 4 years now. I have had fun. I've been enjoying it. For my first 3 years, I was actually teaching only grade 6. This year, I started teaching grade 5 as well. Like I said, I live in a town. It's a fishing town. It's a small town. And I live in an apartment close to the beach. It's got the beach, so I live right close to the beach. And I open my windows, I have a view of the sea. And I love it. So basically, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, you want me to talk about any topics that you would like us to talk about, any questions that you have, subscribe. Please subscribe and go into the comment section and write any questions. I promise I will read all your questions, I will read all your comments, and I will answer to the best of my ability. But if you have other questions, you can go to my description. I have my Instagram page. You can go onto my Instagram and you can DM me and ask me any questions that you want to know, anything you want to know about working outside of South Africa. You can also visit me on my Facebook page, which is Ulungiswa Mncomeni. You can private message me, and ask me any questions that you want to know about working outside of South Africa. I'm telling you, there are lots of pros, there are lots of cons, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here if the pros weren't outweighing the cons. So it is an experience. It's something that is completely different to what we're used to in South Africa. I wanted to keep this a bit short. I don't want it to be boring, that people are like, oh, going on and on and on. But I hope this channel will be helpful and useful to a lot of you South Africans that really, especially the young teachers. I know a lot of young teachers that want to work outside of South Africa, but are scared because you don't know what is the process. So I'll be looking at different things, agencies, how to go about it, apply applications. I'll also be suggesting websites where you can go to find work, and hopefully I can get some of my friends that are working outside of South Africa to come on so we can help out. I'll be also showing you how the life I live here, what it's like living here. Yes. Before I go, I know most of you do not know Abu Dhabi. Like a lot of you do not know Abu Dhabi. Basically, Abu Dhabi is 2.5 hours away drive from Dubai. So basically, I know most people, when I tell them what I work in Abu Dhabi, they're like, where's that? And I'm like, someone's at Dubai. Then they're like, oh, what's at Dubai? I don't work in Dubai, but I'm 2.5 hours away from Dubai. So I work in the country where you find Dubai, but I am not working in Dubai. So most of you, I know most of you will want to know where it is, but that is where I'm working. I enjoy where I'm working. I enjoy working in Abu Dhabi. I have friends working within Dubai. And anything you want to know, hit me up on the comment section. Subscribe. You can hit me up on my Instagram page. You can find it in my description. Or you can hit me up on my Facebook page, which is Ulungiswa Mncomeni. And I will answer your questions to the best of my ability, to as much as I can. With the much knowledge that I have, I will make sure that I answer your questions. Thank you. Goodbye.